What's good, everybody? This is the one and only GM, and today, in this video that I'm gonna make today, it's a video about the things that you can learn in Tekken 7 to get you ready for Tekken 8. I felt like a lot of people, they starting to get into Tekken because they hype for Tekken 8. So in this video, I'm gonna show you some of the things that you can learn as a player to get you ready for Tekken 8. So let's get right into it, and I'm gonna teach you some of the stuff you can actually get ready for Tekken 8. So let's show you some of the stuff that you could learn, because the heat system changes a lot of things in the game, right? So the game is going to be quite different, but there's a couple of things that you could learn as a player to get you ready for Tekken 8. And in this video, I'm gonna show you guys a couple of things that y'all can practice for now, and then in Tekken 8 it'll be pretty much kind of the same, pretty much, as in the things you gotta learn. First of all, movement will probably be the same, right? Most likely will be the same. So I'm gonna show you some movement stuff. I'm gonna show you some timing stuff, and yeah, we're gonna go down it from there. So movement, you see, you can backdash cancel. I have a backdash cancel video. Forward dash is back down back down back. So it's probably gonna be the same, right? Forward dash and backdash cancel. Forward dash and backdash cancel is probably gonna be the same. Probably gonna be the same. Forward dash, backdash, forward dash, backdash. Probably gonna be the same. Another thing, of course, is spacing. Spacing is simple stuff, right? Like if somebody blocks that, see, spacing. I'll show you another example of spacing. Keep out with Jack, right? Run in, see, that's spacing. But you can bait it, of course, and then whiff punish, right? So that's the art of spacing, pretty much. Spacing is pretty much doing a keep out move, like doing a keep out move, and seeing if your opponent is gonna run into you, and then you can do it. So it's a lot of it's a timing thing, right? Let's say somebody blocks this, and then run up after that. You see? But of course, they could get counter hit, right? Change your timing on it. Another thing you could learn, of course, is throw breaking. Throw breaking is probably going to be the same. Both are the same button, right? See, break them all with the same button. But special throws, like this, 1+2, like that. That's when you see two hands, is always 1+2, unless you fighting King and stuff like that. Got special throws, but it's always 1+2. Also, if you want to break the special throw, you have to press back right when it hits, right when it's about to hit. See, you can just frame block. Another thing too is, of course, specialty throws, like this, like that. You see, that's a specialty throw. You can't match that. You have to press 2. So it's like old school way. So when a character grabs like that, which is to their right, is always gonna be 2, and if they grab to their left, well, to their left is gonna be 2, and to their right is gonna be 1. So that's always gonna be 2, which is to your right. Also, timing stuff too. I'm gonna teach you some timing shit. Let's say you fight somebody that does jab and a forward 2, right? If you try to counter hit back, you're gonna get counter hit, right? But if you read the timing in high crush, you win the situation. Or you can step, right? Give you another example of time. Let's say somebody does jab into that, trying to move, right, to get away from the offense. But since he does the timing, you counter hit him out of it. So that's what timing is, man. That's why it's good to always switch the buttons you do to mix somebody up. So learning somebody's timing is always important. Pay attention to what your opponent does on hit and block with the specific characters they playing. It's very important to learn all of that. Learn the specific stuff on block and hit for spacing. I'll show y'all spacing a little bit more, so y'all can timing stuff actually. So let's say somebody does with Lee, They don't do back four, right? And your opponent always jabs, right? See? Somebody always jabs. It's timing. But if you know they're gonna do that, down forward too. You know? So there's a lot of timing stuff in Tekken. You really gotta switch up your timing to deal with stuff. So movement and sidewalking is very important. So that's one thing you could learn from Tekken 7 to bring. So movement and switching up timing, because a lot of people have trouble with timing stuff. Timing stuff is just basically making people block stuff and seeing how they react with low negatives or whatever, right? So let's say your opponent always does 1 into 1-2. You have options, right? You could down 3 or high crush, or you could sidewalk launch, right? But if you change your timing, you do jab and the down forward 1. See? So you could, all of this is basic Tekken stuff that you could bring to Tekken 8. All that's basic stuff. I'll give you another example. Let's say you do a keep out move, like down 4-4, and your opponent is doing a low that you can't see, right? See? It whiffs because of spacing. So you utilize spacing to whiff punish lows that you can't see. See? Because a lot of people, I've noticed that you're like, yo, GM, how do you deal with lows? Just space out, man. You can space out a lot of lows and then whiff punish if somebody tries to mash a low after blocking stuff. So that's why stuff like spacing is important, to deal with lows that you can't see, and also deal with offense that's a hard time dealing with. So let's say your opponent keeps dashing up after standing 3. You can magic for them for the follow-up. So it's a lot of reading. Changing up your timing consistently. So that's some of the things you can learn or deal with and also in Tekken. It's just basic Tekken stuff, the stuff I'm teaching. So basically what I'm trying to say is, like, when it comes to spacing, you just have to see how your opponent reacts. Let's say you do 4-4-3 on block, and you notice your opponent keeps dashing up afterwards. Stuff like down forward 4. Down forward 1 or something like that. To play keep out. Or let's say you make somebody block something like this, right? And they just backdashing, right? You can continue offense. So it's stuff like that, man. Just pay attention to what your opponent is doing a lot. So that's the basic stuff that you can learn from Tekken, from this game, and apply it to new. Just learn how to step moves. Learn the range of the moves so you can backdash and block. See that? And launch. Now I'm gonna do jab and a down forward 1. Same thing, watch. You can learn the range and stuff. Well, with that, you can't do that, but you can step, you see? That's our learning timing. So some stuff you could backdash and I'll show you an example. Watch this. Let's say he does down 1, down 4. See? It whiffed, right? It's because I use movement. So stuff like that with spacing like that, somebody just mashes DF1s, backdash and launch. So I hope this video helps you guys, man. So this is some of the basic stuff that you can learn. It's all fundamental stuff because the game is going to change a lot. It's going to have the heat system where you're going to have heat chip damage and all kinds of stuff like that. And it's going to be a lot different, more offensive oriented. But this is some of the basic stuff. Like basically like neutral fundamental stuff is stuff that you could carry on. Of course, whiff punishing too. If you notice somebody keeps, whiffing moves from far and stuff like that, learn how to whiff punish, man. Look for the whiffs. You know what I'm saying? Look for the whiffs and punish. So practice spacing a lot. Because that's general Tekken stuff that you could carry on. Of course, learn how to low parry too, which is just down 4-4, down forward. See? Learn how to low parry. Learn your frame data. Jabs, 10 frames. Moves that are -1, 2, and 3. You can still hop, kick, high crush, and move afterwards. So that's one thing to learn. So learn your frame data. The frames are gonna change, but the stuff you can do after frames is gonna remain the same. So yeah, that's also armor moves. Armor moves are back, so you gotta learn how to deal with them. Armor moves in most situations, they kind of absorb slower stuff. So let's say your thing is a high, you could see. So you could jab pressure. You see armor moves, and you'll be all right. But it's anything that's like 13 frames, like this. These 13, 10 frame stuff, or 11. But if it's 10, you could still block. See, it depends on the armor. This one is kind of slow, so this one you could probably do. See, you could do down forward 1 because it's slow. So you have to practice that and learn the different timings of the armor moves to see what absorbs what. But learn how to use your armor moves effectively. See, I tried to do it, but I got magic forward out of it. And the reason why is because that armor move is really slow. So that's one issue with Lee's armor moves, that I hope that in the new game they make his armor moves a little bit better. But yeah, learn how to use your armor moves. Learn how to use your armor moves when you get pressured. Lee is a little bit harder because he doesn't really have any armor moves outside of like Hitman and this, but other characters do. So learn how to use your armor moves to get out of pressure. And remember, when somebody's at low plus, like +1, +2, +3, you can still move outwards. I'll give you an example. I'm +3 after that, right? Without going to Hitman, you can still hop kick launch. You see that? So learn how to deal with pressure and avoid the situations. Also backdash too to avoid pressure too. Or if somebody does something a running move, you can sidewalk and launch. And of course, you know, I don't know how Oki and stuff is gonna be in the game, so I can't really tell you to learn how to get up because it's probably gonna be a little bit different. I don't know the ground game situation in that game, but you know, tech rolling is kind of the same. You know, you shouldn't always tech roll while you're on the floor. It's tech rolling, you're always gonna eat a 50-50 when you tech roll. So don't always tech when you're on the floor. Switch up your timing on when you're gonna get up to confuse your opponent. Like sometimes you should stay on the floor, and if you notice your opponent is running into you, then you do a get up kick. If you notice your opponent is getting real antsy and keeps attacking, you do a spring kick. If they start baiting it, you might just want to just like do something else, like maybe a get up mid or just stay on the floor or side roll. So keep in this game in Tekken, you want to always switch your timing up on your buttons, on the way you get up, when you sidewalk, when you backdash. So you want to keep changing your timing completely in Tekken, and all this stuff you can be able to carry it over to Tekken 8. All y'all gotta do is learn the heat system and learn it in and out, and learn how to deal with it, and learn how to use it to your best advantage. And to me, in my opinion, to be nice in Tekken 8 is gonna be about who knows how to use the heat system the best, who utilizes the best, who doesn't waste it or spend it right when the match starts, or you know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's it for this video. If y'all guys want me to make more videos like that, like this, let me know, because I'm real hyped for Tekken 8, man. Shout out to everybody for loving my content. You know, the Twitch is fightinggm_Tekken. All the socials is fightinggm. Check me out on Twitter. And yeah, man, I really love making content for you guys, and you guys are really cool, man. So thanks for keeping my love for this game high. And I hope y'all like my videos, and I hope it helps, man. So keep practicing Tekken 7, and you know, go on to Tekken 8, and I hope more people play the game. On that note, peace out and take care, everybody. Thanks for watching my video.